Have you ever asked yourself the reason why your website visitors are not converted into buying customers? Or have you ever thought of the reason why your Facebook advert, Instagram advert, or YouTube advert is not really getting the kind of engagement you truly want, or you're not really getting the kind of sales you desire from those adverts? And that is why we will be talking about copywriting today. Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Mary. On this channel, I teach business owners and aspiring writers how to write copies that prompt action, or copies that increase sales, or copies that actually increase credibility or increase your authority. Now, let's go straight into it. Today we'll be talking about three things. We'll be talking about what copywriting is in itself, why it is important, and how it works. Now, what is copywriting? Copywriting is an art of using words to persuade people to take action like buying a product, signing up for a newsletter, clicking a link, or following a brand. Now, copywriting goes a long way to persuading you. Any writing that influences your decision, any writing that persuades you to take a particular action, is what copywriting is. Now, there is difference between content writing and copywriting. Content writing only educates you or inform you about the particular thing, while copywriting will influence and persuade you to take a particular action. It might be the one you don't want to take presently, however, because you are so touched by the writing, or because they've been able to touch your emotion one way or the other, then you are taking a particular action. That is what copywriting does. Now, why is copywriting so powerful? Now, the reason why copywriting is so powerful is because there's a way it's persuade in a way that is unimaginable. Now, have you ever bought something online because of a compelling advertisement? Or have you ever signed up for a service after reading an email? That is what copywriting does, and that is why it is so powerful. There's a way it persuades you. You see, copywriting is what every business needs to survive. Copywriting is what every business needs to sell. Copywriting is what every business needs to sustain themselves. Do you know why? Because even if you are putting out a video, you need copywriting to put out that video. If you are putting out a VSL on your landing page, you need copywriting, because you need to look for a way to persuade them, and you need to write it out. How can I persuade these people? You need to write out their problems. You need to write out what they are going through. You need to write out something to convince them before you can say it to the world. So copywriting has a way of influencing the decision of people, and without this, any business cannot survive. So you need a great copy to be able to survive, for your business to be able to sell. And of course, the lifeblood of any business is sales. So if you're not selling, or if your desired action, there is no way you can survive. Now, let's go to where do we see copywriting? See, you can see copywriting virtually everywhere. We can see it in emails, we can see it in websites and landing pages, we can see it on adverts, probably Facebook adverts, YouTube adverts, Instagram adverts. We can see it on social media posts, we can see it on sales page and broker. So copywriting is basically everywhere. Whatever you're doing, I don't think there is anything you're doing virtually without copywriting. Now, what makes a good copy? Now, these are three qualities of a good copy. One is clarity, two is persuasion, and three is emotion. Now, clarity is very key. You see, if you're writing copy for any industry and you're using industry jargons, or you're using big words that is complicated, that people need to go and check it up before they understand, then you are making a mistake in your copy. Now, there should be total clarity and simplicity when it comes to copies that persuade. If you want to persuade people, make sure it is very clear for them to understand in a layman language. No matter how good you want to get, or how professional you want to get, even a professional likes it clear. So use the most simplest language, or sentences, or words that will be easy for them to understand, even on a very busy day. So clarity is very key when it comes to writing a good copy. Number two is persuasion. to convince readers to take action. See, if your copy cannot convince, you're only wasting your time. Now, to convince readers to take action, it takes a lot of deep diving, it takes a lot of research, it takes a lot of you knowing and getting into the mind of your readers. It takes a lot of you being in their shoes, a lot of empathy. So for you to be able to persuade, it takes a lot. So a good copy have to be persuasive. Now, a good copy also have to be emotional. It makes people feel something. If I'm not feeling anything, if nothing touches me in your copy, I will not buy. A decision will not be made by me. So there is need for you to touch the emotion, the desire, the deepest desire of whoever you're writing to. You need to touch that emotion for that copy to be able to sell, or for the people you're writing to be able to take a desired action. Now let's look at an example of a good copy. Now let's say for a bad copy, let's say something like, buy our protein shake. Now, how would you just say buy a protein shake? Who are you for me to buy your protein shake? Who are you? What is in need for me? What exactly will I get? Why must I buy from you? So you cannot just come up and say buy my protein shake right now. No, you cannot just do that. Now let's see a good copy, how a good copy is done. Now we have something like, get fit, stay strong, and feel amazing. Grab our protein shake now. That is it. Do you know why? Because you're touching the deepest desire of this person. Probably this person wants to get fit. Now you're telling this person that, oh, you can get fit if you buy this protein shake. Oh, you can be so strong if you buy this protein shake. You can feel amazing if you buy this protein shake. Now, a good copy will touch your emotion. A good copy will influence what you're going through. A good copy will, it tends to speak to, it gets somewhere in this person's body that the person just want to take a quick decision because the person needs a change. Now, a good copy makes a change. A good copy touch the frustration or whatever the person is going through. It speaks about the frustration. It sells frustration rather than, it sells solution to people's problem. That is what a good copy is. Now, our key takeaway from today's lesson is one: copywriting is about persuasion. If your copy is not persuading, you are not writing a good copy. It is a bad copy. So make sure that your copy is persuasive for people to be able to take a desired action. The number two takeaway is that there is difference between content writing. So content writing always seek to educate and inform a person about a particular thing, while copywriting seeks to persuade a person to take an action. So the third thing we talked about is a good copy must be clear, persuasive, and emotional. These three qualities are very important when it comes to writing a great copy. Now we have an assignment today. Our assignment is, before tomorrow's lesson, analyze an ad or an email you recently read. Now, what made it persuasive? Then what emotion did it use? Drop your thoughts in the comments after analyzing this email or heart that you've read, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much for staying tuned throughout this little minute I spent with you. I hope you've been able to learn one or two as a business owner or as an